Yo, it was really good, everyone. It's your boy Debo with Debo's Picks. Happy Mother effing Friday and happy St. Patty's Day to you all. It don't matter who you are, just grab a couple and tip them back. And if you don't drink, it's all good. I got you. Now, I want to recap last night's play real quick, as well as offer up my plays for tonight's NBA slate. So let's get it popping. Starting off with the 1-6 player flex that I gave out. We had the Joker's first half PRA going over 22.5. He handled that with ease. Then we have Mikal Bridges going over 26.5 points. Originally opened up at 25.5. Didn't matter. He finished at 23. Now, this is the first time I decided to jump on the Bridges bandwagon ever since he got traded to Brooklyn. It seemed like every time I didn't touch him, he was going over 30 points. Of course, when I decided to get on it, not the case. Actually, he did start off strong, though, in the first quarter. He dropped 10. Second quarter, donut. Third quarter, meh. Fourth quarter, he decided to pour it on, but it was too little too late. Then we had De'Aaron Fox. Very disappointing outcome here. First half, 4 total points, and he missed a couple of free throws to top it off. But we all know he is a second half player, especially in the fourth quarter, but not enough for him to even come close to going over his prop bet at 26.5, thanks to that shitty first half. Then we got Domantas Sabonis going over his PRA of 40.5. He pretty much had this by halftime. And then we had Giannis Antetokounmpo, 17 PRA. You know how he got that? He got that just by playing in the first quarter. Because in the second quarter, when he came out, he picked up 3 quick fouls, got yanked with about 7 and change left in the second quarter to never see the floor again until the third quarter. And because of that, Jrue Holiday ended up having to be more of an offensive player, so to speak. So we had him going under his prop bet at 17.5 because of Giannis not being on the floor pretty much for the entire second quarter. Jrue Holiday was getting his shots up. So pretty much because of Giannis' foul trouble, not only affected his prop bet, but it also trickled down to Jrue Holiday's. But it is what it is. You got to forget about that and move on. And with that said, let's get our freaking pot of gold with tonight's NBA plays. Now, I got 2 6-player flexes to offer, a couple of 4-pick power plays, and 1 4-pick flex. So let's get into it. Starting off with the first 6-player flex, I got Joel Embiid going over 17.5 first half points, going up against Charlotte. Need I say more? Then we got Tyrese Maxey going over first half 10.5 points against Charlotte. Again, need I say more? Then we got Steph Curry going over 29.5 points, going up against Atlanta in Atlanta, what I believe is going to be a shootout. And that brings us to Trae Young going over 28.5 points. And not to mention, the Golden State Warriors are ranked number 5 and giving up the most points to opposing point guards per game. So I love this matchup for Trae. Then we got Brandon Ingram going up against Houston. Need I say more? Going over 25.5 points. And then we got Desmond Bane going over 23.5 points, going up against Spurs. Again, need I say more? And now we're going to hedge some of this. So we'll move over to our next 6-player flex. You see up on the screen here. Now we got Joel Embiid again. Now he's at 18.5 points. Then we got Tyrese Maxey again, 10.5 points first half. Steph Curry, Trae Young, and now we got CJ McCollum going over 22.5 points against Houston. And lastly, Desmond Bane going over 23.5 points. And now let's move on to our 4-pick power play. Now, this one here has Steph Curry going over 29.5 points, Trae Young going over 28.5 points, Brandon Ingram going over his points 25.5, and lastly, Desmond Bane going over 23.5 points. And then we got the 4-pick flex. And this one has Joel Embiid's first half points 17.5, Tyrese Maxey 10.5, Brandon Ingram 25.5, Desmond Bane 23.5. And the reason why I'm doing a flex on this one is because I'm hedging a little bit here. You got Joel Embiid and you got Tyrese Maxey both on the same team. I'm feeling either both are going to do it or one of them are going to do it. So at least we go 3 out of 4 here because I do love Ingram's matchup against Houston and I also absolutely love Desmond Bane's matchup against Spurs. So that's that on that one. And then we got the last 4-pick power play here, which is Steph Curry, Trae Young, CJ McCollum, and Desmond Bane. This is another hedger because the other 4-pick power play had Brandon Ingram instead of CJ McCollum. So those are my plays for today, guys. So best of luck. I appreciate y'all. Peace.